Hi everyone, and welcome to your weekly angel reading for January 12th through to the 18th. I'm going to be using the Archangel Power Tarot Cards this week by Radleigh, Valentine and Doreen Virtue. They're, of course, as the title suggests, full of empowering guidance. And so let's see what they have to say, first of all, for the beginning of the week, Monday and Tuesday. Alright, so here we go. Now, people always think that I must just spend some time picking out my favourite cards, but truly I don't. They just arrive, and I always trust that we're going to receive the guidance that we most need. I always have the intention that everyone listening and watching will resonate with the messages in some way. And so here we have the Lovers card, represented by Archangel Raphael. It is one of the major arcana cards in the tarot deck. And this card, of course, can be that the angels are helping us with our romantic lives. Raphael is literally overseeing a couple there. But the card can also mean making choices from your heart, deeply emotional commitments, and the power of love. So the angels have told me, particularly after doing the yearly reading, which was all about, things being shaken up a little bit, making changes, perhaps things falling away that didn't serve us, that this is a month where particularly we will see changes occurring in our relationships, whether that be friendships or romantic relationships, because our intention usually for the new year, for most of us, is to feel more love, to be more love, to experience more love, to have that relationship that we really desire, or to take it to the next level, or to experience more fulfillment. Most of us as human beings will automatically go to that place. And so what happens and what's happening right now is anything that is not like that is really being shown to us. The angels say it's a little bit like pulling weeds out of our garden so that we can really allow ourselves to see the beauty of what is going on, or perhaps the things that aren't serving us. So it's really a time to be honest with yourself. So if you are wanting to manifest that beautiful relationship, if you're single, it's also about going into your heart, really recognizing what is really important to you. And also, as well, if you're in a relationship, looking at the ways that your relationship is going and whether that is really serving you and serving each other. The Archangel Raphael is such a beautiful healing angel, and many people will know him as a physical healing angel. He's emerald green in color, and I would always recommend, if you're needing your energy boosted in a very physical way, Raphael is wonderful. But he's also all about the heart, because the heart chakra is often green. And so you can ask him to help you to heal your heart right now. You can also ask him to help you to open your heart to more love, of course, for yourself, and then for others, because we have to, start within us, don't we, to be able to really love another in the way that we would like to. It doesn't mean that we have to be perfect, of course, but if there are challenges going on, we want to look inward first of all. So ask Raphael to help you, especially the next couple of days. Alright, so here we go for the middle of the week. Okay, so Archangel Chamuel, this is another major arcana card. Chamuel, if you remember, was actually the card for January in the weekly reading, and was talking about what we were just saying about things falling away, about there being changes, about us walking on slightly shaky ground for January. But he's showing up again, and he's saying there's a better way. Pause for reflection and insight. Dare to be different. So the angels are saying that what happens is that really our prayers are always about the same thing, to live more peacefully, to have what we desire. And of course our desires are usually from our heart. Sometimes we can have ego driven desires, like I want this and I have to have this, but really if we're really connecting to our true desires. They come from our hearts, and the angels are saying that means letting go of what we think should be in favor of what we really truly desire, and knowing that if there is any kind of shaking upside down happening, just like the angels upside down, and we feel a little bit upside down and not sure what's going on, that's because what's happening really is allowing us to have a different perspective on our lives, to shift our vision perhaps in a way that we hadn't, really been able to focus on before. And sometimes that does happen when things are not so easy. We're seeing, we are shown rather what really matters to us when things start to get a little rocky. They're also saying that don't worry, this is still an inward time. You don't have to have all of the answers right now, just as we were saying last week. It's actually a time of great reflection, and if you are finding yourself going through these deep inner changes, either within yourself or your relationships, of course it's a time to just slow down and make sure that you're taking care of yourself rather than trying to charge ahead when you still feel upside down. So just let the middle of the week just go with the flow. Know that, there's a time for everything and things will begin to be smoother, but you just also have to have some faith and patience right now. Okay, so going into the end of the week, leap of faith. Again, an archangel, a major arcana card. There are only 22, I believe, or 23 of these in the entire deck of 78. So the fact that we have 3 archangels show up right now with these cards is pretty amazing. It shows that it's going to be a powerful week of transformation. And that, of course, this card, even with Metatron, is talking about believing in yourself, listening to your heart, doing what gives you joy. And as we just said, as if by magic, have faith. Sometimes when we are wanting to follow our hearts, and yet it kind of goes against what we've done before, it requires us to really be out of our comfort zone, but also knowing, just like this beautiful dog here with the man, we're never alone when that happens. And the butterflies are in the background. They're saying that these changes are for your highest good, and that the angels, just as Metatron is there, are really overseeing. And we want to remember right now that we can't always see everything ahead. We can only see what's in front of us. So what the angels are saying is what's required right now is to ask that they give you one step towards that joy, one step towards having more confidence, one step that you can take right now that will lead you to having the life that you desire in 2015. You don't have to know what's ahead in 5 steps. You don't have to know your entire future. In fact, I really believe that even though we are all connected and actually there is no time, it's all happening right now, there is a reason why we don't always know what's going to happen, because otherwise we tie ourselves up in knots trying to work out how that's going to happen. What the most important thing to do is to surrender the how to the angels and just take that one step, whether that one step be, okay, I'm going to rest today, I'm going to take care of myself. In fact, it's really interesting because I also spoke about this in my newsletter last week, saying that for the first week or 2 of January, we can suddenly have this big idea and this big plan and we feel this pressure, but sometimes the best thing to do is to remember we have to start one step at a time. So it feels like I'm a little bit ahead of myself sometimes when I write these newsletters, but it feels like they're reiterating that message this week, just to go gently, and spend some time really connecting inwardly with your heart, because then the outer stuff will take care of itself. Alright, I'm sending you much love from me and the angels. Of course, I can connect with you more personally on my Facebook page, which is facebook.com/Anna Taylor Music Angel. Or, of course, if you'd like to schedule a reading with me or find out more about my Earth Angel coaching program, which will allow us to work more deeply together, you can find me on the website there below. Take care, everyone. I will speak to you next week. Sending you many blessings. Bye bye for now.